Well, let's continue with the stalked lady's first name, Iris. Different kind of things with the name spelled in different ways come up, and this flower came up. It's from a homepage called something with Iris, so I don't think it has something to do with the flower. I don't think it's named Iris in any language. In Denmark we call it vintergæk, but I take this picture with anyway because I think it's a signal. It symbolizes the eyeless woman, which I assume is a nickname for a target woman. And I think it also means it's a poisoned target woman, a dangerous target woman. I don't know if the flower is poisoned, it could maybe be, but it's the bond. I'm pretty sure the bond signal, it has the Danish flag's colors. There could be something in that. I think about that because I am Danish and know that flag, but we know there was something with the celebrities had a red bond on their hand, on the wrist. It has some kind of symbolism. But I saw once when I was looking in real estate pictures for houses for sale, there were a very low price house who was very bad condition. When there were a picture from inside the kitchen where there were 3 closets beside each other, and on the first closet and the last closet there were a red bond just like this. And I think that's a symbolism for those who know the signs, that tells them you should not buy this house because it's unhealthy, it's not good for children to live in, or it's not good to live here with children because then you will get problem with the system and they will maybe take your child because of the bad house. And it could symbolize it is not healthy for older people in the late stage of the life, maybe because it's unhealthy and older people are more weak and so on, so they can be even more sick living in a bad house. But let's talk a little bit more about this flower. It is in Denmark called vintergæk. Winter means winter, and gæk, here it says in the Danish word book, it means make fun with, keep somebody for a fool, hold somebody for a fool. So it fits very fine into making something dark with a person, some dark kind of fun, and targeted. Winter is the dark side time of the year, but in Denmark we have a tradition. This flower is one of the first to come up of the air when winter is over, and we have a tradition. We take this flower and then we cut a paper clip and write a little poem in it, and then we don't write our name, we write some dots instead of the letters in a name, and then the person we give this letter have three opportunities to figure out who has sent this letter. They can ask 3 persons, and if they ask the right person who has made it and sent it for them, if they figure out who it is, then the person who has sent the letter should give them an Easter egg, a chocolate egg normally. Eh? Normally it's children who get those letters from grandparents and so on, so they normally also figure it out and they get their chocolate egg. But it's fine connected with the paper clip. They clip in our case papers. Yeah, and the trick there for us is to find the pattern in it. But we also have our fairy tale writer H.A. Anderson, who was also known for making paper clips. So It fits fine together with something, a story, a very bad story, as fairy tales very often are. Here we have Iris, some clothes. We have the underworld or the bow downwards. And the 180 degrees. Something half. And I must admit, when I see this close, if I should make a video about people on a mental hospital, I would probably give them something like this on close. But it's also Iris, the Nor people. It could look like some dresses they was wearing in older time. Iris, I found a computer game, Sword. So there we have the sword, and take the sword. And there they are, the green color, and I'm convinced the green color, green means new. Absolutely not always better, but new. And the light green, I'm sure that means some very new, and that could be symbolism for a child. Something with children. Maybe take the sword and fight for the children, which I have done. Eyeless Saloon, I assume it's something with the cut hair. We have the scissor, but how they have not shown some hair that's been cut. They have shown some waves that we see in a heartbeat. So it could be symbolism for something with eyeless and cut connection to the heart. Maybe between a child and a parent, you take away from each other. It could also be air wave, music, sound wave. And eyelids maybe are hit with those waves and should figure out to cut them off some way. Maybe if she behaves more properly, if I think the eyelids also is some kind of a dirty woman, or a wrong woman some way. Here we have dentist. It fits also fine into my history, where I was hit with electricity and somehow hypnotized, brainwashed to try to get my teeth out and hope it would help. But of course it didn't help. I broke some teeth and that was it. And the pain from above continued to hit my head. But we have something that could look like a circle in the blue color, circle in a red color. Could be a father and a mother. And something is missing. Something from their life, some from them are missing. It could be the child. And they are the opposite way. It could mean they are not very good friends. And the symbolism too. If you are that kind of person who cannot agree about a child, you are probably an unhealthy person, and if you target you can end up to need a dentist, as I did. We also have something that could look like a cigarette. We know they have 100 smokers for many years now, and that's one of their trick, to pick out a group of people and mob them and see if they can make everybody else be with them and mob this little group of people, and they have succeeded very well with really piss on the smokers. Iris meant Isle goddess, and it was the Northern people, Nordish people who was mostly named it. And I think we are looking for a Nordish woman in this weird game they have put us all into. And here we have the egg again, connected to the Norse, the family tree. So again, something with family and egg and children. I will come much more into the egg, much more. Iceland, life upside down, looks like birth, could again be something with the speaking, you know, the cigarette looking thing with the dentist. It could also be a symbol for speak out, telling the truth. The symbolism for to speak is to smoke. So here again, and bird are also used to, birds are peeping, birds are tweeting. And it's very clear with the next photo I found, it's the same, just opposite. So again, something with opposite and upside down. Iris, a perfume. Again, we have something with mirror. Or turn something upside down. We have the beam from above. There are flower with 5 leaves. 5, 10, 15. 15's letter in the alphabet is O, so there we have the ring. Iris cosmetics makeup. We have the rose, the symbolism for something secret. We have lip. You use the lip when you speak out your truth. And then stick. There's something with the needle. And I just saw this a very short time ago. Here is the needle. Needle on all iris. The iris woman should be sticked with the needle. We also have the 51. It could be something with the area 51 and the alien. If you are forced away from your child and for a long time you end up to be alienated towards each other, they turn you against each other. And what was it the American President Reagan said? Don't we not already have an alien species among us? So those aliens who are coming, I think it's someone like me, the parents who has been alienated. And I think it will primarily be the parents. It's also called parental alienation syndrome, when you set child and parents up against each other and make them lose each other. So I think we are the aliens. So maybe it's time you start to listen to us. Iris flower, pave ring. Pave means pope. It's the Danish word for pope. And we have the ring. And again the Nord people, some old kind of clothes. And I assume it goes always down here, so you cannot come to her sexual part. So you can say it protects her. It is some kind of protection for a Viking woman. And there I found an interesting